Welcome to the Deep Dive, your shortcut to understanding the research that really matters. Today, we're plunging into a pretty foundational shift happening right across the automotive industry. We're focusing on a kind of quiet revolution under the hood, the 48-volt system market. Our deep dive today unpacks key insights from the Automotive 48V System Market Forecast Global Growth Trajectory Report. It's from Cognitive Market Research. Our mission here is to give you a clear, concise picture of this rapidly expanding sector, what it means for the vehicles you drive, and, well, some genuinely surprising trends along the way. Okay, so let's start with the big picture, right? The sheer scale of this growth. In 2021, the global automotive 48V system market was already, a significant player, pulled in just under $5 billion in sales revenue. But here's where it gets really interesting. By 2025, that number is projected to more than double, hitting nearly $10 billion. I mean, that's an incredibly fast ascent in just 4 years.
It really is. And what's fascinating here is that this isn't just some short-term blip. If we look further out, the market is forecast to surge dramatically. We're talking reaching an astonishing $41.2 billion by 2033. This represents a compound annual growth rate, or CAGR, of 19.4%.
Okay, 19.4% CAGR.
Yeah, and for anyone unfamiliar, CAGR essentially gives you the average yearly growth rate over a period, smoothing out any volatility.
Right.
So 19.4% isn't just strong, it indicates consistent, powerful expansion that's, well, reshaping vehicle architecture.
Right.
And maybe to connect this to the everyday experience, a 48V system basically allows automakers to power more energy-intensive components in your car. Think of features like electric superchargers for better acceleration, advanced safety systems, or even faster cabin heating and cooling, that kind of thing. All without the massive cost and complexity of a full electric vehicle redesign. It's sort of a stepping stone, making vehicles more efficient and capable.
Okay, so if these 48V systems are becoming this new backbone for vehicles, bridging that gap between the traditional 12V setups and full EVs, enabling new features, boosting efficiency. Where exactly is this growth hitting hardest? Let's unpack how this expansion is distributed across the globe, because the regional stories, well, they're quite telling. Asia-Pacific isn't just participating in this 48V system revolution. It seems like it's really leading the charge. Back in 2021, revenues were already substantial, over $2 billion. That shot up to nearly $4.2 billion projected for 2025, and it's set to absolutely soar to over $18 billion by 2033. That holds a hedge AGR north of 20%.
Indeed. And what stands out is how different countries within Asia-Pacific are driving this. China, for instance, is a massive part of that, expected to reach over $7.6 billion by 2033. Their sheer scale of manufacturing and adoption really pushes those numbers up.
Sure makes sense.
But if we look at the pace of growth, India is showing an even higher CAGR at just over 20.7%. That reflects, a rapidly evolving market prioritizing fuel efficiency and smart tech, likely driven by a growing middle class and urban demand for more capable yet accessible vehicles. Southeast Asia is right there with them, too, boasting a strong CAGR of over 21.1%.
Oh.
This regional leadership, it often stems from a combination of things. Favorable government policies pushing for greener vehicles, coupled with strong consumer appetite for features and efficiency. Maybe without the full commitment or cost of a pure EV, you see.
Right, that middle ground again. Okay, shifting gears slightly, let's turn our attention to North America, another incredibly important player in this market. Revenues here grew from just over $1 billion in 2021 to an expected $8.7 billion by 2033, showing a robust KGR of nearly 19.6%. Pretty close to that global average.
Exactly. And when we break down North America, the United States naturally accounts for the largest portion, projected to reach over $5.6 billion by 2033. However, it's particularly noteworthy, I think, is Mexico's impressive trajectory.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Starting from a smaller base, obviously, but it's expected to reach nearly $1.3 billion by 2033. And it boasts the highest regional CAGR in North America at almost 21%.
21% in Mexico. That's significant.
It is. It points towards, increasing local manufacturing and adoption in emerging automotive markets within the region, showcasing how widely this technology is being embraced beyond just the largest, most established economies.
Interesting. Okay, over in Europe, we also see a very strong and diverse market for these 48V systems. Sales revenues here are set to grow from over $1.1 billion in 2021 to over $9 billion by 2033, reflecting an impressive 18.7% CAGR.
Yeah, and the diversity of growth within Europe is quite telling. Yeah, the traditional automotive powerhouses like Germany as significant contributors, growing to nearly $2 billion by 2033. The United Kingdom is set to hit over $1.3 billion.
Mm.
But what's really striking is the segment labeled Rest of Europe. This includes countries like France, Italy, Russia, Spain, Sweden, Denmark, Switzerland, many others. This segment actually shows the highest CAGR within the continent, over 22.3%.
Wow, higher than Germany or the UK.
Yes, exactly. Which suggests that the adoption of 48V systems isn't just concentrated in, say, Germany's or the UK's massive car markets. It's spreading rapidly across a broader range of European nations, indicating really widespread acceptance and integration of this tech.
Okay, so with these major regions, Asia Pacific, North America, Europe, all showing such powerful growth, it does beg that important question. Is this a truly global revolution, or is it mainly confined to the, traditional automotive powerhouses? It sounds like, based on what you're saying, this growth story is truly global, reaching into pretty much every corner of the world.
Absolutely. That's the key takeaway here, I think. Even if starting from a smaller base, other regions are showing significant and sustained growth. It signals a worldwide trend. South America, for example, is projected to reach nearly $2.4 billion by 2033. That's an overall KGR of nearly 17.5%. And within that, Colombia is leading the charge with a very strong 18.9% CAGR.
Okay.
Similarly, the Middle East is set to climb to nearly $2 billion by 2033 at an 18.5% CAGR. And Qatar is showing a particularly impressive 20.4% CAGR there.
Almost like Mexico and North America punching above its weight in terms of growth rate.
Sort of, yeah. And then in Africa, the market is poised to grow to over $1 billion by 2033, with South Africa contributing significantly with an 18.6% CAGR. So what this shows you is that this isn't just a regional success story in Asia or Europe. It's a global transformation, with substantial growth rates emerging really on every continent.
So, bringing it all back then, the Automotive 48V system market isn't just growing, it's experiencing, well, an explosion of adoption, seems fair to say. The data from cognitive market research paints a clear, compelling picture of a market on a very, very fast growth trajectory.
It does. And this expansion is fundamentally driven by, well, the accelerating trends in vehicle electrification, obviously, and also the increasing demand for efficient power solutions in vehicles. It's truly changing how cars are designed and how they function at a, very foundational level. It offers automakers a flexible and cost-effective way to meet stricter emissions regulations while also delivering more features and better performance to drivers.
Right. So what does this all mean for you listening in? Whether you're an everyday driver, someone who's curious about new tech, or maybe working in the transport sector, this isn't just about numbers on a spreadsheet. It's really about the cars of the near future.
Exactly. And maybe consider this. If 48V systems are becoming such a cornerstone of vehicle power, essentially powering a significant chunk of a car's advanced features, what might be the next major technological leap that this widespread adoption enables or even accelerates?
Interesting question.
How might this impact not just those immediate benefits like fuel efficiency and performance that we talked about, but also the seamless integration of even more cutting-edge features, things like truly advanced autonomous driving capabilities or entirely new forms of in-car entertainment and connectivity, all potentially within the next decade? It really makes you think about the ripple effect of what's happening, just under the hood.